pull this closer. That's all I had to do. He was born in that trailer, little trailer camp. Lord, just like that trailer he been rolling ever since. It's been a long time coming, and he knew poverty come back. Oh, yes, it has. And he goes to YouTube. He say, YouTube, help me please. And we end up knocking him back on his knees. Oh, there were times when he thought that he could rip us off. Ooh. And we end up knocking his ass back in the dirt. Hello. Oh, that's Miss Dovey Milton. I ain't seen you, girl. Where you been, Miss Dovey? How y'all doing? It's Z, my 2 cents. Philly Melanin. All right, Philly Melanin. Just being me. How's everybody? Okay, y'all see Deanna Irvin's video last night, where she has yet again uncovered more of the secrets of the home of Jay Wilson, or he called the house of Jay Wilson. Everything's about house. I wandered in there last night, and we had us an old time discussing this. But apparently, it looks like we have yet another scandal involving Jay Wilson and his finances. This is only interesting because he is a person who seems to be obsessed with everyone else in this sector's finances. Correct? It's all he seems to talk about. He puts all the value in the world on owning a house, not owning, whatever, buying a house in the suburbs of San Antonio with a HUD loan. I want y'all to see what happened on last night. This was, he had a video that was 6.5 hours, I believe. 6.5 hours. Now, he'd already made 6 videos in that same day. And this one was 6.5 hours. So you do the math, right? This was called A Toxic. Hey, you know how I struggle. Will you stop? They're taking the trash out in the hall, so he's going to be going in. I might have to remove him. Do you need to be removed? Mm-hmm. Okay, it's called A Toxic Hot Arkansas Mess, which of course he's talking about Tommy and Castro again. But I want y'all to hear this part, and then we're going to discuss it.
That man no cheeks.
Mm-hmm.
But he's very he was very aggressive with you on that phone, Tommy.
Mm-hmm. Come on, sissy. Hi, Tracy.
That man, he was very
You sick of it, girl? Sick of it, honey?
Very rigorous. He was very rigorous with
Why is
Tommy.
he always yelling in the goddamn microphone? Po ass niggas.
And Tommy called the man a hoe. See,
girl.
that's why I ain't get that.
Why is he yelling?
Tommy, that's why Tommy ain't got that man, because that man is a hoe. Tommy said he saw that man on Grindr. But one of them things.
Where you find Mark?
Tommy said, but Tommy, I agree with you on that. Tommy, you got the right discernment, but it's the emotional things that you got to turn down. You gotta dial them emotions down, Tommy. Yeah, I believe he's a hoe too, Tommy. I believe he's a hoe.
He believe your mama's a hoe. So what?
Because again, I believe that
putting up with that no good nigga he built up with.
That's what I think it was, you know. And they may have stayed in contact in some touch.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't do all that screaming, girl. Get to the part where I want to hear.
If it was some boo-boo on the towel, then that may be it. Because baby, that boo-boo on the towel will get you banned. Okay, that's the party's over.
Why is he yelling?
Okay, boo-boo, party's over. The party's over. Boo-boo ruins the whole mood. Baby, you can look like Adonis, but baby, boo-boo ruins the mood. And so maybe it was some of that.
Girl, how you? Wait a minute. Is this the voice of experience? You said boo-boo ruins the mood. Who told you that they were no longer in the mood, Jay Wilson? Baby, stop.
I don't know. Don't get me the line, but baby, and that's why he probably ain't getting a call back.
We're waiting for the next scene.
He ain't getting no call back.
This goes on for 6.5 hours, so you gotta go scene by scene. They should never have bought his ass. It should never have bought his ass a microphone. Of course, he had to beg for that too. $100. Come on, girl.
Tommy, why can't you keep your emotions down? You're so emotional. Oh my God, you make me sick. You're so emotional.
Why is it your business, nigga?
I'm at your energy. Child, Ooh, you so emotional. And what happened is we figured it out. So Carl done blocked him off of all of the apparatuses. So he done got mad.
Girl, I am zero with this thing.
Acting like he talking to man in your ear. You believe in him and everything.
Wait a minute, there's 43-34.
Child,
I'm still at 41.
I done heard Carl, and you just better stay friends with him. Because, baby, it seems like Carl is for the streets of Arkansas. Honey, I mean, who hasn't he boy? Baby, it seems like everybody know Carl at the club, girl. So you better be glad you ain't get no booty. You ain't get no booty.
How y'all doing? Lachey?
You give Carl some booty.
Food junkie? How you doing?
He Carl just wrote this for the game. It's for the sport. It's for the sport.
I'm gonna give me a new one of these things that pinpoints exactly where I need to be.
That's what it is, baby. It's for the sport.
This thing is round.
It seems like he hit you,
I can't get it exactly. Because you can't deal with so much of this shit, honey. Verbal assassin.
Piece of 2-piece at the church's chicken.
Girl, am I doing this wrong?
And now, because he was saying,
I'm at 42. Oh, it's in the next minute.
He had to take him back to his house. Girl, bye. But Tommy, you looking crazy. Because if he that raggedy, then why you still trying to go over there and chase him?
You hear the munching and crunching?
Move on. Y'all just, and then Castro is Tommy so crazy, then leave his crazy ass alone. But then Tommy go over there with all that screaming because Carl is just as messy.
Screaming, you got your nerve.
Messy too.
You got your nerve,
bitch. Man shit. No, he don't. He messy. Carl probably go to a Pentecostal church. He sounds very Pentecostal guy.
Church queen. Everything's about church.
People too.
But Carl, storefront churches.
Talking to you like he done got your booty a couple
times. Y'all hear
that
smacking and crunching?
He's talking to you on the phone.
Every time, come on.
Triggering you. And then you called the man a hoe because you know that man is a hoe.
You're supposed to be on Wachovia, aren't you?
And all I'm going to say is how you met him.
This nigga's eating over the Wachovia.
Somebody declined today. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and shred that card up because it's not a card, it's a debit card. But y'all move on. I'm still eating. I still have my stuff. Go ahead. Go and make a video about it. We talking about something else.
Okay.
Oh,
we talking about something else.
The first video.
Wait a minute, nigga. No, honey. The whole internet's lit up today. We're talking about this. You have gotten another credit card denied. Actually, you, according to what you say, because we had to go by what you say, you have got a debit card denied, which you don't understand is even worse because a credit card is something that you pay in the future. A debit card indicates how much money you have in the bank right now, right? And you apparently don't have enough money in the bank right now to pay for a fucking cup of coffee. Be quiet. For a fucking cup of coffee. Now I'm trying to figure, well, goddamn, the 21st, how many days ago? That's last week. So whatever they gave you in AdSense, you keep saying it's thousands of dollars, but whatever they gave you in AdSense is already gone to the last nickel. You have no money in there, right? This happens. Would you stop? Don't do that, please. This happens on the 2nd of the month. So can we assume that out of all these jobs and shit you claim to have, girl, you know, you have a few hours here, a few hours there, a few hours here, somebody pays you on the 1st of the month, girl? I mean, that's like 50% of the people, the paychecks that are written on the 1st of the month. You ain't got no money left from that. I'm trying to figure out how in the fuck is he paid his mortgage when he came buy a cup of coffee. Then he gonna bring his black ass on her talking about, yeah, somebody did not add another card. I'm gonna cut that one up like you cut the last one up. When it was determined, because we could see it on video, that there was nothing wrong with the card. The only problem with your last debit card you cut up, girl, was there was no money in it. Right? Jay Wilson, you're always broke. You are what they call house poor. Well, you live your life house poor, right? To be house poor, what does that mean, Timothy? To be house poor, that means everything you get, you put into the house. Your house requires the majority of your income, right? You sacrifice vacations, you sacrifice many things on your grocery list. Everything gets sacrificed because every dime you get has to go into the house. That's how you live ordinarily. But now you have advanced to what is called house broke. House broke. That is pitiful. You don't got enough money in your wallet to pay for a cup of coffee. You ain't got enough money in your ashtray in your car to pay for money or parking meter or any kind of a thing where you need some change. You don't even have nothing in your car. There's nothing in your house. There's nothing in your wallet. There's nothing on your bank account. You can't get no credit. Girl, you are house broke. You have nothing for a house that I've said 100 times you do not need, girl. It makes no sense to be breaking your ass, girl, and you can't even buy yourself a cup of coffee. You can't even enjoy a bagel, bitch. How y'all doing today? He got caught again. Now, I didn't catch the second time. Apparently, this is the third time he's live online getting denied. Is he trying to brag that he can buy a cup of coffee? Ooh, this coffee is good. Ooh, this coffee is good. Ooh, I bought a cup of coffee. That's where you come from the project. I mean, from the trailer park. Trailer park, in my opinion, much lower than the projects, girl. You never had any money. You've always been broke. So you think buying a cup of coffee is something to brag about, right? You're not even buying it from Starbucks, $4.50 a cup. No, this is just McDonald's coffee. How much can a cup of coffee at McDonald's cost? Is McDonald's still specialized in their $1 coffees when you buy something else? You're a pathetic person, Jay Wilson, and you're a disgrace to the names that you try to represent. You out here calling yourself a pastor and doctors, and you got all these hundreds of degrees and all this shit, girl. For what? People selling pop bottles, girl, on the street. People who are selling pop bottles and cans, Miss Thing, have enough money, I can assure you, to buy a cup of coffee. You're pathetic and you're pitiful. And you never take responsibility. Why is it necessary for you to always film you getting a cup of coffee? What is the big? I don't understand that. You know you're going to the drive-through. Shouldn't you handle your business and then come online, right? Because of course you have to come online on the way to one of these temporary jobs, or on the way to Uber. Everything you do, you got to be on the road, right? You're eating. It's 4:30 in the morning. You're eating in the car, girl, because you can't even take enough time at your house to prepare your breakfast and eat. Most people eat their breakfast before they leave, right? Oh, I still got my food. Well, why you need so much food, Jay Wilson? You're always online eating, no matter how many times people tell you how tacky that is, girl. Particularly when you're doing it every single day, Miss Thing. Right? So what do? You prepare some oatmeal when you leave the house, and then you go to the McDonald's to be Big Daddy because you buying a cup of coffee. Why don't you just buy you a coffee machine, girl, a coffee maker? God damn, it only costs like $30, girl. And pick your coffee and put it in one of these things, girl, and you can have it all day in your car, and you ain't got to keep going through these drive-throughs, girl, making these cashiers uncomfortable. They say, here he come again. Never buys a sandwich. Never buys no hot cakes. It's cups. I just have a small cup of coffee. And them people, they don't have no respect for you, because if they did, they would say, man, just do better. Do better. Owe us the money. But no, they ain't giving you shit. So you say, I still got my coffee. I still got my, but girl, how did you get the coffee? If it was already proven that you couldn't put it on your debit card. I mean, a debit card is really like your wallet, Miss Thing. Look at that face. Ooh, Nick Gray start coming, baby. It comes, honey. We've already established that you're going to tear up your debit. Why would you destroy your debit card, girl? All they're going to do is send you another one. That damn thing is not expired, bitch. Debit card ain't been around long enough to be expiring like you cutting them up. Right? Did you even explain to us why we set up here and watch you? You had to come online to cut up your other debit card. Said this card ain't no good. This card ain't, that's why they wouldn't accept it, because this card ain't no good. They said, well, I can see the date on it. The card said it's good until 26. We were in 24, right? Then you feel like a damn fool for cutting up the card. Then you don't even come back with no explanation. Say, okay, I was embarrassed. I messed up. I didn't have any money. It's embarrassing. It should be. It should be, particularly when this is on the second of the month, girl. So what did you tell the people down at the bank is what I want to know. Because if you can't come up with a dollar for a cup of coffee, girl, surely you can't come up with whatever that $900 mortgage is. What did you tell them this month? Oh, I had a flat tire. They said, no, sir. No, we've already been through this before. We've done this 3 times. We put in payments in the back of your loan. We've given you a second mortgage on this HUD house, right? We've done all we can do. And now we just want the money. That's it. Don't bring your sorry black ass up in this bank again without our money. Is that where you're at, Jay Wilson? Is that why you had to clear out all accounts? You had to clear out every paycheck you could get, every dime you could beg, and put it all together and hand it all over to white folks, child. Every goddamn dime. Everything. Well, you don't even have enough money in your car. What if you need gas? What happens when you need gas, girl? You just sit there on the side of the freeway, get on the phone, make a video, girl, trying to get a cash app. It must have hurt this boy to the core when they stopped falling for all of his scams. You know, he had about, 30 different scams, getting money out of people. And they eventually stopped giving you money, Jay Wilson. That's what happens on YouTube. For whatever reason, that's the way it happens. They give you money for a while, you scam them and scam them and scam them, and eventually they'll say, not another dime, bitch. They'll think in their mind, because they're reasonable people. People don't mind helping you out, you know, when they first feel like, oh, he needs a little help. He's sorry and pitiful, whatever. But if you're going to continually come back and just scam after scam after scam, eventually people will get sick of you. No, I'm not giving you anything else. Right. And that's what happened here on YouTube. If you notice, he very rarely gets a Cash App, right? This must drive him bazonkers, because he was having Cash App paloozas, child. And then when he gets the money from the Cash App palooza, he come back the next day and try for a double insaturated Cash App palooza. Then he got some other scam he runs the next day. Right now he's an author. Oh, I need money for the publisher. Oh, I'm not gonna have no publisher like Timothy Blaine. Oh, I need to put the best publisher. Girl, one scam after another, Jay Wilson. And now you're totally dependent on AdSense, and AdSense just paid you a week ago. I'm just saying, what happened to it? And I would like to ask you a personal question, just between me and you. Did you pay the mortgage this month? Because if you're at a place where after they've already put in payments in the back of the loan, and after they've already given you a second mortgage, and after they just gave you an $11,000 loan just recently, girl, and you are back up here, girl, come out with these sorry ass stories of yours, girl. I just lost my train of thought. I just lost my chain. I was about to hammer your ass, girl. You done did all that, Jay Wilson. And you still falling behind. But now, falling behind at this point, it's done. It's done. No, we're filing for foreclosure. Now, of course, you won't be man enough to come on here and say, I'm getting foreclosed. Oh, I'm moving into a studio apartment. Yeah, I got the government got to help me out get a studio apartment. You will never tell us, right? You'll come up with some handbrake story. Oh, I got offered $1 million. I got offered $1 million. So I'm going to move from this house. I'm going to move from this hell. I'm going to give me a luxury. Girl, you're going to get shit, Miss Thing, because when you make a video, girl, you can do that in front of a wall anywhere. Right? Right, Jay Wilson? Or will you be so ashamed that you'll always be in the car at this point? Right now, you're filming anywhere, girl, anywhere. On the way to Mark's house, on the way back from his house, they said he ain't even got a house, but you still sticking to that. Oh, my husband he got a hell. He got his own hell. He's got his own house away from you. That's what you're saying, right? Because when somebody loved me, somebody loved me, baby. Whoa, whoa, whoa. When somebody loved me, nigga, they couldn't wait to get home to see me, motherfucker. They called me on their lunch break, girl. Right? They couldn't wait, honey. We had to move up my furniture in his house, his furniture in my house. We had to get a place together. All different scenarios, girl, where we had to be together. Let's spend the night together. Now you need me more than ever. Let's spend the night together now. He don't want to be with your ass. That boy would rather sleep in the street than to lay up with your ass when all that harebrained bullshit you talk, girl. Oh, they don't have the emotional intelligence. They don't have, oh, you a 1039. Ain't no friends on YouTube. Ain't no friends. Who could put up with that bullshit, girl? That boy's not a goddamn fool. He said, if I moved in with you, nigga, I'd lose my goddamn mind. I'd go crazy. I'd rather be at the shelter. So he had to go to the shelter and get his ass together, right? And he'd rather be there to be with you. Because we all know you just use that boy's name from the beginning. Nobody falls in love in 2 weeks. Nobody does, girl. Right? Then you're going to live separately for what? What's it been now? 6 years? Girl, you say it's been 6 years, nigga. My experience in the gay life is probably the first 6 months. And then that's just your girlfriend. That's just somebody you hang out with, girl. You probably ain't got about a handful of gays in San Antonio. And so do you need you a friend? You are my friend. I never knew it till then. Mark looks miserable in the pics with him. Oh, he can't hardly wait to get out. Every time you see Mark, he's hiding from. He's trying to get away. God, come here, Mark. There he is. You see him back there? There he is. Oh, I learned not to bring my man online. What do you mean you learn not to bring him online because of the character of the people online? That ain't their character. I'm online. Do you see me shaking in my boots because somebody saw me online, girl? You done bought into this shit. Everybody got to be behind the avatar. Oh, you got to hide. You got to hide. Don't let them see you. Don't let them see you, Marky. Don't let them see. What is Mark, a bank robber or something? Why can't he be seen? Can he talk? Right? Or is he slow? That's a good possibility that the man is so slow that you're embarrassed that this is all you could get. You say you have all these damn degrees and you're so educated, right? Shouldn't you be in love with a professor? I think Tracy said that he works in some kind of lab, but we didn't go inside the lab and see where he works. Hell, I can say I work at a hospital, but being a janitor at the hospital is a whole lot different than being a doctor at the hospital. There's all kind of jobs in any business, honey. Right? That don't necessarily mean he's smart. What is he mixing chemicals? Right, Jay Wilson? Because just like Donald Trump, everything comes out your mouth is a goddamn lie. In some way, you don't spin it to make yourself better than you are. People who are doing better than other people do not have to come begging those lower people for their money. Right, Jay Wilson? You're the begging bitch. Correct? And I was so proud of the people in the beef sector. I was so proud of them. When I realized, oh, they're not giving him no cash app. I see he didn't stop begging so much, I guess, because you begged them out, nigga. Whenever you begging and begging and begging and begging and begging and begging and begging, eventually, people, you will burn them out. I'm not giving you shit. I don't give a goddamn if your leg falls off, nigga. I wouldn't give you the money for glue to put it back on. Nothing. You burn them out. Trying to get every dime I can get. Oh, they gave me 3,000. They gave me 3,000. Oh, I didn't even lose a job. I didn't even lose that job. How many of you lost? Mm-hmm. What y'all doing? You know I had to come on here and report on this shit, child. Every time they catch that fool. Because it's just, it's such a phony, pretentious, hypocritical hoe. That's what he is. He's still over there now. He done attached his nose to Tommy and Castro. They have not yet realized that they're the only ones keeping him afloat. Them and Vivian. He got Vivian over there. Nobody gonna come and watch Vivian. But he keeps the same ones over there. He bleeds them for everything he can get out of them, right? Then he'll turn on them, right? And eventually they're saying, well, why don't I just don't go over there, period? Then what you gonna do, Jay Wilson? Find you some more tricks? Some more people you can bleed for their attention? You can't give no commentary on nothing, girl. When you try to talk about anything, you should talk about, oh, that Puff Daddy, oh, that Puff Daddy, oh, he didn't get out on bail, and that's it. That's the full commentary. See, we talk about everything. We talk about everything. We talk about politics. You're not talking about shit, but being a messy punk, Jay Wilson. That's all you're capable of. And it must have been painful for you to hold all of that mess in you for all those years that you try to pretend that you say you was I don't discuss my sexuality. Bald head motherfucker. Girl, when you walked in the door, the moment you walked in the joint, we could see you were a real big sissy, a real queen, old queen at that. Old queen. Leave them young people alone. All your goddamn advice. He got advice about all. Oh, Tommy this. Oh, Castro that. Oh, girl, them people are young people. I don't know either one of those guys, Tommy and Castro. I just know them from here, mostly lately, just hearing their name thrown around, because he got to say your name every 13 seconds, right? But those are young people. They are attractive people. They can still turn an eye. You, Jay Wilson, you have no place there. The time is come and gone, honey. The Bible says there's a time for everything. That season is over, Jay Wilson. You wasted it up there in school trying to pretend you were straight, girl. And now that time has passed, girl. And nobody's looking at you, girl. It doesn't matter how much shoe polish you put in your mustache, girl. You cover this. They know it's an old bitch. You got wrinkles in your face, girl. All them goddamn... this thing, you look like that goddamn thing with that shell head. That shell head on Star Wars. Was it Star Wars? What was the one with the shell head? Whatever. That's how his face looked, girl. When he takes some classes off in the sunshine. I'm surprised when you say you're 55. We had to go by what you say. Because you look every day of 65. You definitely got more wrinkles than me, bitch. How y'all doing? Y'all got an opinion on this stuff, man? Can you believe this dude? He didn't cut up another credit card. Most people will say, well, goddamn, why are you telling us? You say you don't tell none of your business, Jay Wilson. Oh, I don't tell my business. I don't tell my business. Well, why do we have to see you pay for your coffee? What is your business, Jay Wilson? Right? If you're making a video like this is right now, this is me, this is me, this is my real life. You said it's not your real life. This is a character you said it was, right? That doesn't make any sense, girl. When you wash your car, we got to watch that, girl. Everything you do, up with the exception of sitting on the toilet, praise Jesus, is online. Because you need some content. Why? Not because you're going to say anything important or interesting, girl. Just because you need to get another dollar. You got to squeeze another dollar out of it. I'm going to get my AdSense. They ain't writing my AdSense. All right. We don't know how many people are on YouTube making videos, girl, but they all get that little AdSense shit. We all know what it is, girl. So you trying to pretend like you're one of these people making all this big money on YouTube. It's a joke. It is a joke. You on here for 6 hours yesterday after making 6 videos. I mean, goddamn, they're only 24 hours in a day. Do you even sleep, Jay Wilson? Right? You just get up and start eating and running your goddamn mouth. All this, I would think if I got 4 and 5 jobs, I would not have the time or the interest to come and sit on goddamn YouTube for 6 and 7 hours every day. You on here at the crack of dawn, bitch. Right? We all know what we get on AdSense. It's not that important, honey. It just isn't. To even be that because you need the money. And then you got to hand every dime of it over to them people, honey, to stay in that goddamn house. You so dumb, you didn't even know that there are other expenses to having a house, Miss Thing. You had this. How long did you save in order to get a hot water heater? What was it, water softener? She come with that whole story. There's so much shit in there, girl. Why can't you? I bought it. I just bought it. Something you say in passing, girl. You made all these stories about who paid for the water heater. Oh, here's a picture of the water. But you said that you don't tell nobody your business. So why do we know what your water heater looks like? We know what your water softener looks like. Oh, I put it on my wish list. I put it on my wish list. And nobody gave you shit because you showed the water heater before you showed the goddamn a cash request. Correct, Jay Wilson? Everything's a spin, everything's a lie, girl. On and on. Be quiet. Tracy says she's sick of it. Sick of it, honey. All that damn smacking is disgusting. That's right. Always eating something. I thought you was on Wegovy. Don't that supposed to kill your appetite, girl? Dial it down some. I mean, I took whatever one I take. What one I take? I got this drugs, and I haven't gained any of the weight back, Jay Wilson. You done been up and down and 3 times up and down like a seesaw. Like a seesaw since you started with the Wegovy, girl. You're eating on top of the Wegovy is here. It lowers the weight. You're eating on top of the Wegovy, raising it back up, girl. You can't. Your love is like a seesaw, and your stomach is the same. Big old ass. I don't know why you're gonna get slim for who? Mark don't want none of that. He know what that is, honey. Mark know exactly what that is, and that's not gonna do it. After he's had a couple of drinks, he wants to have some real manly sex, honey. You could not call that manly sex. Then you don't want to drink, you don't want to smoke, you don't want to do shit, girl. You sit up in that goddamn house. You're a house broke, right? Every little penny you got to put it in the jar. Put it in the jar. Put it in the jar. Get a check from somewhere. Put it in the jar because that ain't gonna be there next week when you're working temp assignments, right? Right, Jay Wilson? So anyway, I had to speak on it because I was just I couldn't believe it. I said, why after he's been caught, child, he's been caught being declined for these little tiny ass purchases, girl. You talking about you bought the you bought a washer and dryer. You had to pay cash for it. You had to pay cash for it because nobody would give you credit, bitch. That's why you had to pay. You had to save up every dime to finally get a wash. How many years did you sit up in that house, girl, with hard water? How many years did you sit up in that house with hard water, girl? How long did it take you to come up with a plan to rip off the homeowner insurance, girl, so they would pay for you a hot water heater and whatever the fuck it is, water softener? You was sitting your stinking ass up in that hard ass water. But that's what the woman got all that gray shit around when you turn the water on, and then the sink is all covered with gray stuff because it's hard water. And then when you finally get the appliance, somebody else has to pay for it. Did you put that on your homeowner's insurance, Jay Wilson? Did you claim that the other one had broken? How did you acquire that? Because you don't have money to buy anything. That's why you're over there shopping at goddamn Temu, bitch. All you can afford is $3 blouses. You ain't everything got to be on sale. Or you can't buy nothing, girl. That's what you call house poor. Everything going to the house. Now I can understand it if it was a man raising his 2 or 3 children, supplying for his wife, providing for his family, and he makes the sacrifice. Maybe she goes to work, get another job for the extras and whatever. And they're a family unit, girl. There would be some reason to sacrifice. I'm sacrificing for my family. But who in the hell are you sacrificing for, Jay Wilson? Right? All we see is a goddamn bookcase. And we're the only people who ever even sees in there. You ain't got no friends. Oh, that's not my real life. I got friends in my real life. You don't have a real life. This is your real life, nigga. Right? When I pat my dog's head, that's me, Timothy Blaine, patting my dog's head. That's my real life, girl. I'm on here talking. That's what Timothy Blaine is doing right now. He's online talking. That's my real life. I don't know what you got this separating thing where you can come on and all you got to say, oh, they don't have the emotional. The same goddamn words. Girl. What kind of school was that you got these degrees from? I'm beginning to wonder. What was the trickeration there, Jay Wilson? Because you don't seem like you all that educated to me. That's just my opinion, right? Well, you being bashful, B? Nice to catch a lie. I've been working. Like everybody else working, but we don't hear about it like when you're talking to Jay Wilson. Oh, I'm working. He ain't working. Rico, did I hear him today? Rico, Trump is gonna cut the snap. You got to get worried about the snap. You got to be worried about that goddamn HUD loan, bitch. Right? And when are you going to start putting some real money into all these student loans? Did they just donate all these educations you say you have? No, usually those are student loans. The average college is something around $90,000, $100,000, child, for a college education. You done got 4 and 5 of them, girl. Right? Did you pay them anything? Hey, babies. Hey, Soul Sister #1 show. How you doing today? I know his jaws hurt from chewing. Always chewing. What, he couldn't afford the McCovey? Is that what it is? What's the one I'm on, people? Y'all know? I forget what the fuck it's called. People, please stay young. Stay young, honey. Stay young. Whatever this shit is. Big Tarvey. Oh, no, what's that? No, Big Tarvey is that I take. I saw the paperwork yesterday. That shit is $5,000 for a bottle of this HIV medication. You take 1 pill a day. That's shit is $5,000 a bottle. Anyway, the other drug that I'm taking, that I'm getting a blank on. That's $1,000 a month. Jay Wilson said he ain't got no disease. Jay Wilson said he's in perfect health. Jay Wilson said he got perfect insurance and all this kind of shit. I'm trying to figure out, why isn't the Wegovy working? Right? Are you still on the Wegovy? If you're still on the Wegovy, I would think that you wouldn't even have enough appetite to be smacking through shit all day long, girl. Is your house so lonely that every meal you have to have it in the car? Are you just hoping for an extra Uber ride, girl? I mean, why are you always in the car preparing your meals? Don't you want to come home to this hail, the hail, the hail? What do you do in the hail, the hail, the hail? You don't even eat there? You Wilson, you were constantly, particularly when you were after me for some reason, talking about how people made all these bad decisions with their life. They're bad decisions. I would say, Jay Wilson, that you made a lot of bad decisions in your life, because by now you should have established something. I'm sorry, honey. You made a whole lot of bad decisions in your life. If you got 5 to 10 degrees, none of them having anything to do with the other thing, you cannot stay on a job. You never make it past the probationary periods on these jobs. You out here driving buses and leaving that job. So if you said just recently on that woman's channel that you've been driving a city bus all this time, and you and them bitches didn't even know it and all this kind of shit, girl, why were you driving the bus, and why did you stop driving the bus? Bus drivers make a good living, honey. Surely better than all this part-time shit and this goddamn temporary and this, and work here for 3 days and work over there for 4 days. And hey, Miss Emma, got anything for me? All that shit, girl. They live it that way. Why did you stop driving the bus? Right? You said it was for a whole year. So that 1 year, does that mean that was a probationary period and they decided to opt out of offering you a job? Is that what it is, Jay Wilson? Is that the story of your life? You cannot apply to anything. The only thing you've ever been loyal to is to come on YouTube, girl, like a little bitch. Correct? And talk about other people's business. I don't tell my business. I don't tell my business. Yeah, we know everything about you. You're pitiful. So everybody hears the smacking, is what the impression I'm getting. Everybody hears the smacking. It seems to me that if I was making all these videos, 5 and 6, 7 videos a day, girl, after I got through my video, then I go say, okay, let me go make me something to eat, watch me a movie, or, relaxing. No, no, that's not the way it is with you. This bitch got to take the hamburger, girl, running out the door with the hamburger. I'll be there. I'm 5 minutes away. I'm 5 minutes away. You get there, girl. You do the little thing. You drive somebody around like you're some goddamn big career. Why do you need 5 degrees to drive a cab? I mean, you couldn't even hold a job at a cab company, girl. You had to wait till they got your own personal cab, right? Because you can't be around no humans, right? All you do is gossip and try to promote yourself. Like you are, you talking about you. I mean, like I said before, I can understand somebody got out of college, they put the work in, that they did for 4 or 5 years, they would still be stuck on their college. But the whole plan was to move into now their career, right? I doubt that Anderson Cooper is sitting around the dinner table talking about he went to college, right? You're supposed to move off into your career where you have an assortment of subjects about what you do currently, right, Jay Wilson? You still talking about some shit that when did you go to college? Was you 19 years old? Oh, they didn't go to college. They're jealous because you went to college. You got the girl. You called it wrong, Jay Wilson. You should have find out what pays the most money, then find out what is your aptitude. What do you do well? What will you excel in? Then you need to research a company which you respect and you want to work for. And then you apply yourself to your work. Correct? And the normal thing would be to advance through the years. You're damn near 60 years old. You say you're 55, we got to take you at your word. Although your word means shit, your word is on the same level as Donald Trump's. They don't mean nothing, girl. Whatever. You say you're 55, almost 60 years old, and you still have not figured yourself out. Right? And you haven't found an employer yet who will partner with you, who will believe your bullshit, girl, and make something of you. You're not even a supervisor of anything. You're never there long enough. You never advanced at anything, Jay Wilson. Then when you talk about work, oh, I was a flight attendant. You were a flight attendant when you were 22? Why would that be relevant now? Insignificant. I mean, why would it be relevant what you did 30 and 40 years ago, Jay Wilson? You're about to retire. You're about to hit retirement age, girl. Come on, man. When's it going to kick in, Jay Wilson? I got the 40, but the first story was, I got the 409. I got the 401k. I got the 40. Where is it, girl? Why are they putting your payments in the back of your loan and all that kind of stuff, and giving you second mortgages and doing all this shit with this house? Because this house is apparently the only asset you ever had in your life, girl, and you bleed it for everything you can as well, Miss Thing. But I'm still stuck on this mystery, and I'm going to check out, but I'm going to still stay stuck on this mystery as to how you can be on the 2nd of the month, girl, with no money at all. He said, I'm still eating. I got my cup. Did they give it to you? Do you have to bum a meal, Jay Wilson? All right, you wonderful darling. What else is going on? Enough of her. OG Beauty. Uh-huh. Hope I spoke to people. Jay Wilson need to do better. House broke. He is definitely he is not house poor. He is house broke. Right? Nothing left. He probably selling cans and bottles and shit, girl, to make up the difference. Because your account was completely cleared out. And these days, I don't know what y'all do in other states, but here, people live on their debit cards, girl. So when you got nothing in your debit card, I mean, you got no money. You really are broke. On the 2nd of the month? He think all this Trump shit is not going to affect him. He is so stupid. If this bill passed, wait a minute, Food Junkie said, if this bill passed in the House, he really going to be in trouble. He thinks it got something to do with people. They ain't got no job. They ain't working. I'm working. Girl, Donald Trump is affecting everybody in this motherfucker, right? If you had an ounce of compassion for other people, girl, you would see that to hurt them is to hurt yourself, girl. And that's a hood loan, right? Didn't he talk about cutting housing as well? Housing subsidies for these able-bodied men. Wouldn't that affect you, Jay Wilson? Would they say you have to take over your own loan and pay the whole thing? We don't even know if you're not making HUD payments on the house, child, frankly. Because if you are really disgusting. You're really disgusting. Because that's supposed to be based on 30% of your income. Then the government has determined that everybody should be living, basically their mortgage should not exceed 30% of the income. Of course, we know that's not the truth. In the big cities, you're lucky if you get away with 50% of your income, correct? But if he's got this HUD loan, does he have a HUD loan just for the down payment of 3%? Or does he have an ongoing HUD loan where he pays 30% of his income? Now, how does he feel like that's not government assistance? Government assistance. Nigga, you got 5 degrees and you on government assistance. And if you cut anything, it'd be your ass. Because you say you're 55. Isn't that an able-bodied male? You say I ain't got no disease. It was wonderful. Oh, we went to a movie. Who can make a big deal out of going to a goddamn movie? I mean, seriously, boy. You're insane, Jay Wilson. You're so stuck in your bullshit, girl. Struggling to get content. People, don't let that fool take all his content out of you. Going over to his panels, honey. Only one getting paid is him, and he getting paid by talking about you. When did he flip on Castro? Right, he had to pick one on the team, correct? But when you were trying to lure Castro out to this goddamn cabin somewhere to suck his dick, bitch, Castro was fine, and he could really sing, which is something else we could talk about. I know some people say, Timothy, you always talk about Jay Wilson. I always will. That is a smorgasbord of content. When I saw that last night, Deanna on their channel talking about that, I said, again, I mean, goddamn, every kind of humiliation there is, Jay Wilson. You might as well put that flowery shirt back on. Come on. Let us laugh at that for a while. Have you seen her? She's skin and bone. Okay. Bees scamming a bone. Mm-hmm. Y'all finally got tired of getting from Cash App. I mean, from AdSense. Anyway, I want to come on here and give my opinion on this stuff. I think it is disgusting and pitiful. No, it's not really disgusting. It is pitiful, Jay Wilson. You never make any right decisions. None. To go through 5 to 10 degrees, girl, and to never have settled in on anything, to never have procured a position anywhere. You've done nothing right, Jay Wilson. Now you're living up here in this goddamn coffin, girl, which you can't go out of. This thing, you can barely, you struggling. Here's a few pennies for the light bill. Oh, I got to put a little bit aside for the, I got to put a little aside for the gas money. Everything is all spread out and you got nobody there. Nobody. Single men buy houses because they can afford them. Now, if you can afford it, ain't no big deal, right? You can afford to pay for the landscaping. You can break off a little bit. You just write all the checks and all that kind of, that's fine. But when you cannot afford any of it, girl, and you're so warped and damaged because of your pathetic upbringing, Jay Wilson, that you think a house is everything. And it's not. You've missed your whole life. You certainly missed these last 7, 8 years. You keep changing it. 8, 9, 10 years you've been in this damn house. That house took over you. That house is your prison. It is a prison. You can't even get out there and live. Who knows? Maybe you would have actually met a lover, but you couldn't. You got to go work. I'm working. That's enough of this. All right, you wonderful people. That trailer scarred him. That's the language, Tracy. Oh, abject failure. Girl, they had 9 kids and 2 parents. That's 11 people in a single wide trailer. Wait a minute. Error. More than one ingestion is willing primary. What? Send one stream to primary ingestion. I got more than one stream going. Well, we'll fix all that. Hey, God, before everything, you got to watch the replay. I'm getting some kind of, I don't know what it is. I talked enough. I done talked my voice out. Y'all have a wonderful day. Y'all can go over there and see this Dave Wilson make a fool out of himself, or catch a much more entertaining discussion on the subject on Deanna's channel. We'll talk later. Bye.